This is Reefer Brian. I made a little short night video last night on my tank. Some new things that's going on with it. But when I filmed it, the night lights were on and it got washed out with the blue color. So I'm going to do this one during the day. I had it up for about 6 months at one point, took it down, and now I put it back up and it's been up for about 3 months, I think. And I've only had the tank for about a year, and I started having a problem with the lights blowing out every couple of months, which gets expensive because I had to replace them, of course. So I wrote Core Life on the email, and at first I wasn't too pleased with Core Life because then they said the ballast were probably bad, and they said you can buy a new top for $175. And I replied to them saying there's no way I should have to spend $175 on a tank I spent over $300 for about a year ago. So we went back and forth for a while, and I wasn't too happy with their customer service. But then they said they would send me a new hood, which I was satisfied with. That was totally acceptable. I would have even been willing to pay a little bit of the difference if they wanted to, but no, they paid for all of it, so I can't complain. But they hooked me up big time. What they did was I had the PC lights on it. It was the BioCube 14. They sent me the top to a BioCube 16 LED. So now my 14 BioCube is now an LED tank. And I am so friggin' stoked about it. The colors are popping. There's a shimmer on the bottom of the sand. Looks beautiful. So I just want to put a shout out there to Coral Life because you have gained me as a customer for at least as long as I'm in the hobby, which is probably the duration of my life. So if anyone is on the fence about whether they want to buy a Coral Life product, excluding the protein skimmer, which sucks, but I don't want to talk about that right now. But their customer service is excellent. And just when you're dealing with any customer service, if you're told no right away or they want you to buy this or that, don't take that lying down. If you stick to your guns and you know you're right, at least Core Life will come through. They will hook you up. And I'm 100% pleased with how they handle the situation. And I might take this opportunity to show you some creatures in my tank. There's Schizo, the clownfish. And just to the bottom left of him, if you can see, is my peppermint shrimp. I don't have a name for him, I just call him peppermint shrimp. In the middle, there's Lloyd, the carpet anemone. There's my Duncan on the rock at the bottom right. And if you can see way off to the right, back by the magnet scraper, you can see the grumpy old man, yellow watchman goby. And I really need to get a cleanup crew for this tank. I've got 2 Mexican turbo snails, but I really need to get maybe some hermits and some more hermit crabs or something. Because Lloyd, the carpet anemone, likes to mess up my tank with his waste. But I always like to encourage people that are thinking about getting into the hobby to do some research on YouTube, learn about the cycling process, get to know, a little bit about the hobby, and then just jump in head first. Don't dip your toe in the water, man. Just jump in head first. I mean, you'll get it figured out. There's plenty of people on here that can offer you help on the forums and everything else like that. And if you can only, they say start out with a bigger tank, but if you can only afford you'd like to use 14 BioCube or a 10-gallon standard, then by all means, that's what I started with, was a 10-gallon standard. Go ahead and start with it. Do your water changes once a week, and you'll be fine. So this is Reefer Brian saying thank you, happy reefing, and I'll see you next time.